Big news today about big money and the absolute regret that Republicans have in playing the Joe Biden is too old card so heavily and so constantly. And in the panic and regret that's going on right now and in the weeks and months ahead, it's more than likely that Republicans are going to hear the phrase, "You should have listened to Nikki," over and over again. The Republican Party is no more. It has been replaced by a cult. Those who want power or want to stay in power leave the party and join the orange cult. Just ask butt kissing hillbilly turned vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance. He went from major critic to cabana boy faster than you can slug down a Diet Mountain Dew, even though that's racist. One Republican, though, tried taking a long shot. Like betting on the Chicago Bears or the New York Jets to win the Super Bowl. And that Republican was Nikki Haley. She tried running for president as the anti-Trump candidate, thinking that everyday conservatives and the Wall Street wing of the party would rally to her and keep her afloat long enough for Trump to land in jail. As long shot campaign plans go, it was a good one, and Haley did a pretty good job garnering votes and money. So what happened to that money? That's what we're going to talk about today. Because campaigns are all about money. Money buys campaign staff, money buys campaign ads, and money buys the ground game, which you can never ignore. And Haley raised a lot of money saying things like this.
Most Americans do not want a rematch between Biden and Trump. The first party to retire its 80-year-old candidate is going to be the party that wins this election.
It ended up being an astounding prediction because it was stating the obvious. With Biden out, the focus on age is now directed solely at the doddering, rambling, diaper-wearing con man from Queens. And that clip has now been viewed 2 million times since being posted. And then, of course, there's the other pejorative prediction.
Let's speak some hard truths. If Donald Trump becomes the Republican nominee, we will get a President Kamala Harris. You mark my words. He cannot win a general election. Look at Iowa, look at New Hampshire. He can't get independents. He can't get suburban women. He's losing Republicans who say they don't want him and will vote for someone else. It's a problem.
It was a nice little tap dance playing on the earlier theme that both candidates are too old. Haley's strategy didn't win, and as a result, she's joined the cult. But it paid off in several ways, in terms of votes, in terms of delegates, and in terms of money. According to Newsweek, Haley polled well among moderates and college-educated voters who don't support Trump's MAGA movement. Now, Haley's bid didn't pay off as big as Kamala entering the race. Act Blue alone has raised over $83 million for Harris in less than 24 hours and is expected to raise $100 million. But that won't be the only money and backing that Harris receives. Haley voters who formed a political action committee announced within hours after Biden's statement that they would be supporting Harris. Craig Snyder, the group's director, told Newsweek in an email on Sunday afternoon that the organization believes Harris is best suited to defeat Donald Trump in November. The group also stated that we did spend $1 million supporting Haley and rallied thousands of voters across the political spectrum to vote for her because she was best for our country. And now we support Kamala Harris. And the support from this Haley supporting pack will not be the first defection away from the Republican candidate. Trump has not attracted independent voters and suburban voters since his initial campaign in 2016. Indeed, he has done nothing but chase those voters to Democratic candidates ever since. Just ask Ralph Warnock and John Ossoff. The passing of the baton to Harris is a nightmare for Republicans, and they are panicking. She is rallying the base, raising historic sums, and providing an energetic candidate who can attract independent voters. And it's been fun watching Republican politicians try and attack Harris by calling her the DEI candidate. Yes, that's really going to win you over women voters and peel off Latinx and black voters, especially those black voters who are, still out there looking for the jobs that illegal Mexicans have taken from them. The two top Republicans are also scrambling. Speaker of the House Mike Johnson thinks they should sue. Trump is being the typical crybaby and posting crazy complaints to his social media platform, like, Biden never had COVID. Meanwhile, people are already posting funny and insightful criticisms on social media, like a comparison of Trump dancing versus Harris. Spoiler alert, Harris can dance, and Trump, well, but the best social media posts have got to be comparing the felon to the prosecutor. Haley voters for Harris may be the first Republican supporters with a PAC to defect from the party, but with the shift from Biden to Harris, they certainly won't be the last. So much for Milwaukee. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.